If you knew how to be happy, could you become happier? If you're already happy, could you have a more fulfilling life? If you already have a fulfilling life, could you become wiser? Today, we have cutting-edge research on what makes people happy. In this video, we'll examine seminal research on this topic. The term happiness itself is a misnomer. Happiness does not mean the same thing to everyone. Moreover, the happiness meter traverses up and down for a lot of people. You could be happy today, but not happy tomorrow. You could be really happy in the morning, but less happy by the evening. Is there a kind of happiness that lasts? It turns out that happiness can be shallow enough to last just a few moments. Happiness can also be profound enough to survive the ups and downs of life. In this video, we'll explore the character of happiness. Dr. Martin Seligman is considered to be the father of positive psychology. He was at one time the president of the American Psychological Association. In 2002, he summarized his findings in a book called Authentic Happiness. In this video, we'll attempt to understand the concept of happiness as he had expounded. According to Dr. Seligman, historically, psychology had concerned itself with treating disorders and bringing people to feel better than they were. Dr. Seligman proposed that psychology should be as much about enabling people to thrive in life as it is about pulling them out of misery. He meant that people who were already on the positive side of well-being scale should be able to leap higher. In a later book, Dr. Seligman associates the term flourish with this goal. The domain of knowledge that concerns itself with how people flourish in their lives is called positive psychology. Broadly speaking, beyond the negative spectrum of misery, there is a spectrum in which happiness is plausible. Dr. Seligman's research findings suggest three lives in which happiness dwells: the pleasant life, the engaged life, and the meaningful life. Let's explore these three lives. Number 1. The pleasant life. The pleasant life is synonymous with positive affect. It's concerned with positive emotions. The pleasant life is about maximizing positive emotions. An example of positive emotions is watching a movie that you're really enjoying. Other examples are having a good time out with friends, enjoying a walk, giving a gift, and receiving a gift. Number 2. The engaged life. The engaged life is synonymous with flow. Flow is a state of mind in which one is completely focused on an activity. One loses self-consciousness and track of time. It's as if nothing else matters. The task and the person become one. It's also described as being in the zone. It has also been referred to as being in hyperfocus. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi is an expert in flow. He studied flow for 4 decades. According to him, flow is being completely involved in an activity for its own sake. The ego falls away. Time flies. Every action, movement, and thought follows inevitably from the previous one, like playing jazz. Your whole being is involved, and you're using your skills to the utmost. Being in flow is associated with life satisfaction and happiness. Number 3. The meaningful life. The meaningful life is aptly summarized by Dr. Seligman as knowing your highest strengths and using them to belong to and in the service of something larger than you are. Using your teaching skills to serve needy children is an example of using your strength for the service of others. Volunteering your time for your local fire service is an example of being in service to others. Helping your local community maintain the environment around you is also an example of service to others. Dr. Seligman prescribes discovering your strengths and using them in everyday life for the benefit of yourself and others. Dr. Seligman is a director of the Positive Psychology Center and Zellerbach Family Professor of Psychology at the University of Pennsylvania, USA. The university website contains questionnaires that assist people in identifying their strengths. The questionnaires are free for anyone to take after registering on the website. The link for the questionnaires is provided in the video description below. Taking the questionnaires can be an exercise in self-discovery. Discovery of your strengths is the gateway to a happy life. Dr. Seligman's findings indicate that out of all the three lives, the meaningful life has the biggest contribution to life satisfaction. The engaged life is also a strong contributor, but comes after the meaningful life. Interestingly, the pleasant life contributes little to life satisfaction on its own. The happiness from the pleasures of the pleasant life is short-lived. However, when a pleasant life is experienced along with robust, meaningful, and engaged lives, the sum is greater than the parts. Such a life maximizes happiness. Having gained insight into the nature of happiness, could you become happier? Happiness is not completely formulaic. This is not because the formula is incorrect. It is so because there are far too many variables. Everyone's circumstances in life are different. Our temperaments are different. Our traits are different. How we live the three happy lives is going to be different for everyone. However, this is not to say that the overarching principles of happiness do not hold true for everyone. Beyond the variation in individual contexts, the principles of happiness, as explicated by researchers, can be an excellent guide to boosting happiness in life. It's not how happiness is achieved that differs for all of us. It's how the principles of happiness are applied to our own unique circumstances that differs. Mastering that art is mastering life. Mastering life can make us happy.